if you are someone who thinks that buying a property, this property must at least let you maintain its value throughout the years, or it must not let you lose money, then probably this plan that I'm going to share with you will benefit you. Come, let us take a look. Assuming that you are at the age of 40 years old now, and you own a property of $1 million. When you reach 60 years old, this 1 million property that you are holding could have probably been paid over the years. And let's say we maintain its value at 1 million. So you will actually cash out this 1 million. And you probably, the next step that you do will probably, you and your partner will be downsizing to a smaller flat, let's say HDB of 400,000. So meaning that you will have, both of you will have 600,000 equity to spend. So this 600,000, you will probably need to share equally between yourself and your partner. So each will probably take about 300,000. Assuming that by then you need a monthly money expense of $3,000 per month for each of you. So now with 300,000 and $3,000, $3,000, you may think that it probably is a lot, but then I can tell you that when 20 years later, this 3,000, after going through the inflation, it will probably be only half the amount, probably 1,500 for you to use. So let's say the bare minimum is 3,000. So 300,000, if you could do with me the calculation, let us see how many months it lasts. So let's us use the calculator. 300,000 divided by 3,000 per month, which is 100 months, divided by 12 months, which means that you probably can last you for 8 years. So 8 years, meaning that at the age of 68 years old, which is 8 years, this can last you for 8 years, 68 years old. So between 68 years old to 85 years old, 85, which is like the average mortality rate in Singapore. So you will have a 70 years of gap that you probably need these 3,000 for every month usage. So let's do another calculation. 17 years, if assuming that $3,000 per pax is still the bare minimum. So 17 years times 3,000 per month. Let us do the max. 3,000 times 17 years times 12 months, which means that bare minimum, yourself will need a 612,000. So let's say we times 2. So both you and your wife will probably need a 1.2 million. So let's go back here, which means that over here, to last you for this gap of 17 years, the husband would need 612,000, the wife would need 612,000, which total up to about 1.2 million. So with this 1.2 million that you need, and with this 1 million property, I would say that you probably need about 2.2 million for you to last comfortably throughout the age of 85 years old, assuming that you want to retire comfortably and do not want to work anymore after 65 years old. So now 2.2 million. How do we then use this property that we have at 1 million, which is quite a big gap, to move to 2.2 million? Well, in fact, if you ask me, if we work together, I may not even want to just to let you move until a 2.2 million. We should actually aim probably to move to 3 to 4 million. Wow, you may think that, Renne, 3 to 4 million, it seems very, very far away. Well, I can only tell you that there are probably 2 ways to do so. 1, you may wish that your property will appreciate and rise to 2.2 or even 3 to 4 million when you are at this age. This is what we call speculation or gambling. And definitely it will involve risk because nobody would know how the reality is like. Well, if this property, we are so sure that it will move upwards to 3 to 4 million, then I can say that every property will behave the same way. So the next thing that we do, which is a safer way, would be we do not use speculation or gambling, which is actually too risky. What we want you to do is, or what we can do is, we can help you to slowly build this up. From a 1 million property, build to a 1.5 million property. From a 1.5 million property, build to a 2 million property. And as you go on, then we slowly build up to a 3.4 million property. With this step-by-step scenario, that plan that we have for you, I am very sure that this is going to be a lower risk plan for you to build your capital by using your asset. If you agree with me, you may think that by you doing step by step, is it like safer for you? Is it more doable? Yes, I can tell you, we have helped many people to do so, and even myself. So this is truly one safe way that we can use, how we can use our property to build our capital. So if you want to find out more, we can always have a 30-minute sharing to let me share how this plan, how we use this plan to help you and what can we do further on.